Do you ever think, I wonder how we'll handle a close game if it comes to that?
I don't think so. I just think, when you play at UConn, there's always a pressure to perform, and we've played close games during the year, and you've got a very confident team. Obviously, there's an element of situational basketball, but you're playing situational basketball the entire game. And we've got a tough-minded group.
Dan, 21 offensive rebounds tonight. What can you say about this group's ability to attack the front and glass and just crash it?
That was impressive, and it was. If it wasn't one on the board today, it was 2 or 3. We have to be strong with the ball because they're so physical, and obviously Ladie and their paint game. But just to do that against that team that is that physical and rebounds that well, especially in light of that we haven't been rebounding at that level recently. But the boys, like they normally do, they got the message.
How much does Tom emphasize that in practice?
Tom is Mr. Rebound. He begs for it in the practice plan, and he takes his share of credit for it, and rightfully deserved.
What, did Andrew want to shoot at the end? Is that what you guys were talking about?
He was like that, he wanted me to do something there to try to get an extra possession because I think he wanted to peel one there. He wanted to try to find his way into a deuce or a 3. But I just wanted to make sure he dribbled the ball out.
1 or 2 more guys?
Dribble the clock out. I wanted that bad because that's been good for us, him dribbling it out.
Mm-hmm. Dan, the boys are kind of having some fun with your use of the word pleaser for Stefan. How did that word pop in your head and expand on it?
I mean, it's just he's the antithesis of how a lot of highly recruited 5-star players come into college. Where he was never concerned with NIL. It wasn't about NIL. It was about development. It was about getting into the right culture. It was about learning how to win, learning how to be successful, growing up, teaching them how to be a man. All the things that we do in terms of the way we run our program would just organically prepare him for the NBA and what's going to be a brilliant career there. So, but on a daily basis, it's not about that. It's he allows for it to be about UConn because he has great parents, and he understands that the world doesn't spin around him.
Last question.
Dan, what you guys have done last year, roll into this year, do you sense from the bench when a team is done, when they've had enough on the other side?
I don't, because I'm so maniacal about the next possession, and I've seen so many teams blow leads that I coach pretty hard into the bitter end, and I don't really pick up on it until maybe that last media, that last 4-minute under, if it looks like the game is in hand. But when you play elite defense, elite offense, rebound the ball at a high level, have Kamani Young and Luke Murray preparing these teams with the scouts, when you play as hard as we play, you eventually do have a chance to systematically break teams down because we're not vulnerable in a lot of places.